Adventure Riders! Get ready for a long one, guys.
Hi, this is the Writer's Blog on Character Development.
I'm Nokia.
I'm Pancake.
And I'm Shock.
This episode is an in-depth lesson on character development. Concept creation. Think of a cool concept. If it is a gunslinger robot dude with a mechanical left arm, go for it. Make it something that everyone wants to read and you want to write. Thinking of a story around the main character works. For example, a grizzled veteran man in a medieval fantasy world.
Developing an idea, appearance and name. Think of something that will go well with your character. If they're a really stoic character, they would most likely not be in the most fashionable clothes. Get a name that fits them. Look some names up or play with various words that explain the character. For example, a character in one of my stories named Roar. His name derives from orc and roar. Sometimes a fitting name works, like James from Firefly, and sometimes it don't.
Attention, if you don't like Firefly, repent of your sin now!
Let's take our veteran man, for example, and give him names that will go with him. Plate armor, broadsword, missing eye, scar and spear. Tan and muscular, graying hair. Let's name him Ivan.
Okay, personality. Personality is the selling point. Imagine that in like all caps.
Billy Mays button.
A moment of silence for the best pitchman ever. Anyway, if your character is a stereotypical character, it won't work. Main characters are meant to be interesting. Perhaps not at first, but they need to have something that keeps the readers interested. Hobbies are nice. Let's make Ivan have a Clint Eastwood type of personality, you know, stoic and generally badass. Also, he loves pumpkins. We're not too sure if Clint Eastwood loves pumpkins.
Not too sure at all.
Strengths and flaws. What motivates your character? Is it a dream? Is it revenge? What special skills do they have? This doesn't mean that they can shoot lasers from their palm, but it could be a trait that connects them with the reader. This could be a personality strength or a physical strength.
What is their weakness? Every character should have one. There's no way around this. Even a god in your story must have a flaw that makes them realistic.
Let's talk about Ivan's strengths. He has experience, physical ability, and battling.
His flaws could be he lacks good communication skills and he doesn't know how to love.
Okay, backstory and ending. You need to have a clear idea of how your character is in the beginning and how they end up. You should think of that before you make the character or the story to have a sense of flow. Characterization starts before the story does, so a backstory is absolutely necessary. Like, I have a character named Lisa, and her past makes her who she is. She had sick parents, she had to take care of them, they died, she had to raise her sister on her own, so now she's all stoic and doesn't like to talk to people. So let's think of Ivan's backstory. Let's say he grew up in a small town. He lived with a standoffish dad, which could account for his poor communication skills and not really knowing how to love. He joined the king's army and was awesome at killing! Now he travels the land being awesome. At the end of the story, maybe we want him to settle down and fall in love.
You should know your character. No one should know your character more than you do. You should know your character personally. Understanding your character involves a bit of work. Some people, it just comes to them, while others may need a little bit of pointer. Don't let someone else's view on your character become your own. We know Ivan more than you do because we are creating him. But through our writing, we should be able to get you to know Ivan as well as we do.
Here.
As opposed to developing ideas, developing the character happens in the plot line itself.
Your character should change. static characters, or those that does not change, doesn't do well being the main character all the time. Changing characters too much isn't too wise either. They need to have something that can change them in a personality plot-wise. It doesn't always have to be a negative change. It could be a positive one, or even a minor change.
Like a positive change, maybe he meets a pumpkin-loving woman, and then maybe his dad dies, and then pumpkin-loving woman helps him deal with it, and then they fall in love, and get married, and live happily ever after, and he still retains his badassery. Yay! Their skills, communication, skill-wise, like fighting and stuff, should be polished throughout the story, like Ivan's communication and love skills.
You need to start a character's development before the story starts. What happened in their past shapes them into who they are, like how growing up with a standoffish dad stunted Ivan's communication and love growth.
And remember, good development takes time. One chapter can change a character. Building up to that chapter and keeping it up is the key to making a good character. We can build up Ivan's character to the point where his father dies and he meets the pumpkin lady woman. But then...
Lady woman.
But then we have to follow up that chapter with a struggle of love that he wants to give to her.
Comment, rate, and subscribe.
Do all three and we'll love you
Forever!
If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions for future shows,
or a need for a robot helper.
I know I do.
I really do.
Jeez. Please comment or message us or email us at thewritersbook_nps@yahoo.com.
Bye! I think he died.
Oh my god. He died.